Why are some brand videos unforgettable while the others remain ignored? Nope, you don't need big fancy cameras, a huge budget, production crew, or AI. The truth? Storytelling. If your content isn't resonating, converting, or building a loyal community online, then you're probably not telling stories, you're just selling products. In this video, I'm going to break down a simple 4-part storytelling structure that's going to help you connect, engage, and build a loyal community online. And we're going to back it up with some real-world examples as well, so you can get into your mind how to actually do this for your brand. Number 1, problem. Why aren't your videos connecting in the first place? Most brand videos fail because they lack emotional connection. They're too focused on themselves, on their brand, and not focused enough on the audience. Here's what happens. You talk about the features, the facts and stats around your product, but you forget about the audience along the way. Or you focus on selling too hard rather than telling them a story, not giving them a reason to want to emotionally connect to you, because at this stage, they don't care about your brand. But we can change that with storytelling. Let's think about a fictional productivity app, and it's going to launch and it's going to talk an absolute ton about AI, no doubt. It's going to talk about its smart dashboard features and why it's better than competitor X or Y. But I'm a consumer, I don't really care about that. I'm just thinking, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed. Please take everything that's in my head and organize it for me. That's the true benefit that you're going to give to them. So that's what we need to focus on. You need to frame your content around the problem that your audience is facing, not just the product that you're trying to sell. So how are we going to flip the script on this? Part 2, intention. How do we overcome this? To truly break through the noise, especially in the online world, we're going to have to do a few things first. We're going to have to get to know our audience like the back of our hand. And then we're going to have to frame our content around a problem or challenge that they're trying to overcome. And we've got to show that we really get them for them to be able to connect with us. Our first example of the day, TALA, an activewear brand focused on sustainability, who entered the market to take on Nike Gymshark, probably one of the hardest industries to break into, right? And they did it from their own perspective. Rather than talking about performance fabrics, people going fast, etc., they talked about sustainability, but not just, look, our product's sustainable, isn't that great? They framed it on the problem that their consumers were facing. They wanted sustainable products. They wanted this eco-friendly brand. But at the moment, there was only fashion. Well, it wasn't fashion, was it? It was ugly. It was expensive. So that is where they came from to solve that problem, rather than talking about, great, it's sustainable, that ticks a box for you. So how did they do it? They framed their content around behind the scenes. They explained and showed why fast fashion is so bad, and made them really see the importance of sustainability in their product choices. The takeaway: the story isn't just what you sell, it's what truly matters to your audience. Now, even when brands get it right, get an absolute amazing story to tell, it can all fall apart still when it comes to execution. So let's talk about the obstacle. Why brands struggle to tell their story. Even if you have the right message, it can all still go wrong from here. If you're still trying to market to everyone rather than your ideal prospect, if you're still talking about facts and stats over selling stories, and you're forgetting to make the audience the hero in this story as well. Let's think about the oldest brand video in the book, the luxury watch. Now, these adverts have always been the same. They're sleek, they're cinematic, they're cool, but there's absolutely no story in them at all. The audience isn't there. It's just like, oh, look at this cool product, look how much money we have. Yeah, we get it. But wouldn't it be a bit more interesting if they focused on a young entrepreneur, for example, who had struggled, who had fought, paid their dues, and this was their crowning achievement in their career, that they could finally afford to buy this incredibly expensive watch, and that was a testament to all the hard work they'd put into at this point. Now, I want to be part of that story. That story appeals to me. That creates desire, it creates inspiration and an action. Think, well, that could be me one day, and I want to be like them, versus here's a cool slow motion video of a watch. So see how we can really flip even a genre that has been set in stone for so long into something really inspiring for your audience and make them want to feel like they want to be the person in your story. Another takeaway for you: people remember emotions, not facts. If you don't make people feel something when they're watching your video, they're just going to forget about it. So how can we bring all of this together and create a story-driven video that really works for you? Solution: how Patagonia creates content that converts. The best brands in the world don't just sell products, they sell stories. Patagonia doesn't just sell jackets, they sell environmental activism. Patagonia could easily say, look, our jackets are sustainable, isn't that great? But they tell a bigger story. They take us through the lens of climbers, skiers, environmentalists through mini documentaries. They make you feel part of a movement, not just some product that you bought. What you can learn from Patagonia. Your product is part of the bigger picture. Sell the mission, not the material. Use real stories. Instead of saying we care about sustainability, show people who live and breathe that. Make your audience part of the movement. Give them a reason to feel invested in you and your brand. So the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that I have been using this exact framework for you today to create this video. So let's break it down so you have a framework that you can use to take to any brand video project that you're working on. Problem. Identify the real struggle your audience is facing. Intention. Frame the video around the story, not the product. Obstacle. Show the hard, real things that the story has to overcome before we get to the solution, which is your brand, your product, which is the natural resolution of this story. This is what separates forgettable videos from truly great brand stories. Now, it's over to you. Take this framework and apply it to your next project, and hit me up with a comment down below if there's anything you're struggling with or the project that you'll be taking on next. And until then, please hit the like button, subscribe to see more content like this, and thank you for watching.